Ooh, hello there. It's me, the pizza delivery boy. Did you order 8 individual vegan margarita pizzas made with delicious cashew cheese? I sure hope so. I'm so bloody excited to give you your pizza. Just, if you don't mind, could you widen the door a little bit? I've got a fat bottom. Hey, why did you shut the door there? I can't hear you for a minute. Hello? Hello? Oh, well, okay. That's what I call RPing, lads and everyone. Chuck the music down. How is everyone today? Welcome back. It's me, your every 3 weeks Minecraft YouTuber, Woolen. How is everyone? I hope you're well. I've been a busy boy, and we'll get on with that. But look, it's only taken me several months since I suggested it, but I finally worked out how to put HD custom paintings into Minecraft. So these images were posted a little while ago on Discord by some of my Patreon people. I mean, these were Viverin and this is by Karami. But if you have donated to my Patreon at any point, let me know and I'll chuck your picture in here. Just any picture, it doesn't matter. Originally, I think I was asking people to draw one themselves, but that's too much, I think. So just send me something, anything, and I'll chuck it in the game. Yeah, you know, Discord or Twitter or email or whatever. Just send me a message if you're a Patreon or have been in the past, and I'll chuck it in. But anyway, yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Look, I thought this wouldn't work in beta, but there you go. You got this. I drew this. If you don't know, I've done some art commissions in the past. I've done a few art streams where I draw stuff in paint very skillfully with a mouse. This is one I drew for Viverin. This is Bikarami's dog DJ watching my Minecraft video in Minecraft. Isn't that insane? And then this is picture of a horse. Anyway, how have you all been? It's been a few weeks. We gotta start off here by getting some bloody materials. Our tools are empty and sad. Just like this man. He's watching his friend die, he walks off, he doesn't really care. No one really gives a hoot. But I give a hoot. So let's have a look. I think, didn't I a couple streams ago go out and... a couple videos ago, go and get a bunch of iron? Here we go. Let's make ourselves some tools. I believe we did this. Yeah, look at that. It's cool from the inside, isn't it? We made this big pixel art Zelda, which also from the inside, I guess, makes this wall look a lot more interesting. Not only that, but it also brightens up the kind of darkest part of the castle, so I'm happy with that. Let's just start off. Let's make ourselves some better tools. We've been walking around with this trash for a while. Let's have a think. There we go, I got some crafting tables here. Alright. Just a moment, and then we'll get on. We need to make a pick, an axe. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. And I'll chuck my old stuff in here. To be used whenever I feel like I need them again, I suppose. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, cool. Well, how have you all been? I hope you've all been well. The day is soon approaching, viewers. How do I get through here? Jesus Christ, I've forgotten how to use my own bloody wall. It's amazing how secretive these secret things can be. Gee, look at that. I even knew it was there and I couldn't get in. It's like Harry Potter. You ever start smashing your face into King's Cross? I know I have. But anyway, yeah, in about a month from now, we're starting our big journey for half a year, where we'll be doing some traveling to England and Australia and Japan and whatnot. So this is the soft announcement for that. Dude, this water looks odd. I might have broken something. The way I've done this texture pack was I basically just made a custom texture pack with just the art assets for paintings, but I guess I should try and find a stock one, because this looks kind of weird. I mean, I can just turn it off when I'm out here. Yeah, look. Weird. I guess I need to fix that somehow. Anyway, yeah. So I've been slowly testing and putting together my stuff to be able to remote stream and record, and it all seems to be going well so far. Touch wood, cross fingers, all that. Speaking of going well, the saplings have all grown. Have you noticed? This place is finally becoming enshrouded in woodland. Isn't that kind of sick, actually? I think that's kind of sick. I'm kind of wondering if we should have some floating dirt that we plant a sapling on, let a tree grow, and then plant the tree down into the earth to make it look like a really tall tree. That could be cool. Maybe a job for another time. I just wanted to check out this area, have a little look. We'll grab our water bucket, I guess. I don't know what the big plan is for today. As always, I just kind of start it up when I have the mood. And lately, busy boy. But now, not busy boy. Time to game is what I think. Yeah, look, art big, that's what I called it. I tried doing it with the smaller one, and that worked as well. And I was kind of excited when the big textures worked. I mean, I can try and come up with an idea, because last time, right, we made that nice pixel art. I think at some point we were trying to make the castle look a bit prettier. I'll be honest with you, I kind of like how the castle looks right now. I mean, this I'm a little about. I don't know, maybe there's a better way to do that, or I could turn that into something. Or I could just put glowstone there and there. That might be what I do. But maybe we could do... Nah, I don't want to do no more pixel art right now. We'll maybe go on like a little explore, actually. We're missing out some materials. It's been a little while since we've gone on an adventure. Does that sound exciting? Are you pogging? I hope so. Like a little pog, at least. Let's do that. That gives us like a fun thing to do for a little bit. A whole adventure all in one. Let's grab ourselves some torches. Let's go get ourselves some wood. Let's get ourselves... If I've got another iron somewhere, that would be... No? Okay, well, whatever. Was I doing something with glass as well? I guess I was extending this window all around at some point, wasn't I? Do I need to finish that? No, it's probably fine. Let's just dump my shit in this folder over here. Here we go. Perfect. Let's just set my spawn in here in case we do die. Okay, what do we need? We need to take some food and some wood. Let's take some of this wood. Let's take like half a stack of cobble just in case. Let's take... we have a spare iron sword over here, I think. So we'll just take that instead, so this isn't about to run out. We'll take our bow and arrows. I think that's something we often forget. If we have flint and stuff, I guess we could make more arrows as well, but we've got 32 seeing in the back here, that's fine. Tools. Alright. We also want... I don't know what was meant to be on here. I guess I lost the sign on that at some point. Get rid of all our redstone. We're not going to need this right now. Glowstone we don't need either. God, this is exhausting having to talk. Bloody hell, who'd have thought? I think this was like building materials. This one. You can go here for now. That's fine. This is probably good for an adventure. We can go have a look at the farm quickly. We can go and grab some bread and stuff, and then I reckon we'll be good and fit for adventure. Also, it's been a while since we've explored out here, hasn't it? We spent the last episode all the way out there. Let's go see how the farm's doing. Do I have a spare minecart here? Tim, do you have some? He doesn't. Bloody hell, Tim. You're not even doing your one job. What do I pay you for, huh? A cute creature. Bloody Tim is. Alright, well, I guess we'll just be walking today. That's fine. I should probably make like a surplus of carts to go in there so I can get around. Maybe even have a special roller coaster that goes up Dong Mountain. I know that's something I've always wanted to do. But for now, I think iron is a bit of a special resource. We don't really have enough of it to just start using it on adventure. Alright, well, you know what? We don't even need to do any farming. I can just bloody make my own bread here. Look at that. It's just like having your own sourdough. Perfect. Let's eat that. Let's deposit all this. Let's just take, like, 6. I'm always a bit worried, because I feel like I always undertake food. I could even take... Actually, I could take a stack of wheat with me, so I can make bread on the go. Holy heck. Do you think any Minecraft people have ever thought about that? Like, taking bread with you in advance? That's kind of smart. Let's pick a direction and go. I don't know if we've gone this way, really, have we? What direction is this? This is going... I kind of need to remember these coordinates, don't I? We're... Oh, isn't there a dungeon here, actually? Somewhere... Oh, it's there. Oh, shit, I completely forgot about that. That could be something fun to do at some point. Like, convert that dungeon... I mean, I could do that today, actually. I kind of love converting dungeons into farm things. So we could get loads of arrows that way and then be a little bit less scared. Oh, there you are. Let's just go this way. We're going... we're 1,500... by 4,000. I think I can just about remember that. Is it 4,000? Yeah, 1,500 by 4,000. Let's just pick a direction and go on an adventure. We need to go and find some iron. We need to do some cool adventuring. There's a cool mountain over there, dude. There's loads of stuff we could do. I could bring a bed and be smart, but instead I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a bit stupid. I'd just go as is. I'm a little frightened of everything. I should have probably checked if I had enough armor as well, but whatever. Oh, I guess this is the desert, isn't it? Hello, Mr. Pig. Oh, Bhutan. Hello, Mr... We probably still need black ink. I can't be asked. Anyway, look, over here. Here we go. Let's get back on the conversation. As it is, we're going to be doing some traveling. So I think I mentioned it a couple streams ago that I'd started picking up some mats, some bits and bobs to help me on my way. And I did like a brief offline test the other day, and I was extremely surprised, but it all bloody worked. I've got like, all right, here's the setup, right? I've got a Steam Deck on a dock. I've got that dock linked via HDMI to an Elgato capture card that does 240 hertz. I've got that linked to the... I've got a pass-through on that linked to a portable monitor that does 144, 120 hertz. And I've got the other side of that hooked into a laptop to stream from. A laptop which would not be good for gaming, but it's perfectly fine for like encoding and uploading a stream. So it all seems to actually work. I downloaded... so if you don't know, the Steam Deck is a little portable computer that Valve makes. It runs a slightly modified version of Arch Linux, which means that you can install stuff through Flatpaks and various package managers. The official way to download custom files seems to be to use the actual like Flatpak manager. Oh god, this is pretty. This is really cool. Bloody hell! Look at that, like half desert mountain. You don't see shit like that anymore. I really love this like old generation where let's turn off the painting texture pack temporarily. I love this old generation where like mountains can just be fucking anywhere. Like look at that, half of that is a desert. Isn't that sick? God, I love this. It's so cool. This always like inspires me to program more. Seeing stuff like this, it's so cool. I mean, you could put like definitely put a house here, right? Like a cool like floating house here with like a glass floor. Oh, dude, that's cool. I've done that before actually. The one time I edited highlights from a Minecraft video as a playthrough like a few years ago, when I came back after not playing Minecraft since beta, and we made like a cool floating house like that. It was sick. I put like spikes in the floor and stuff. Oh, but anyway, yeah, sorry. The weird thing about the Steam Deck though is if you download stuff through like a regular ass package manager like Pac-Man, it just gets deleted the next update by Valve because they make the file system read-only, and you have to unmake it read-only just to make you all fall asleep as fast as possible. But apparently, Osu is in this package manager, which surprised me quite a lot. It's Laser, which is being updated like loads. So I'm looking forward to playing that. It seems to run perfectly fine at like a few hundred FPS, even on the Steam Deck. So I'm going to be playing nothing but Osu for 6 months. But not just that. I've gotten Minecraft beta set up. I'm not using Betacraft on that. Apparently we don't like Betacraft anymore. Something about the developer smelling kind of bad, I heard. Oh shit, gravel bloody beach. A rare sight. But there's another one. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sure you'll find it with a quick Google. But that worked perfectly fine. I set it all up. And I was able to actually import this world and all these mods and all this stuff directly onto that computer. So I'll be able to make these videos while I'm gone, which is bloody sick, I think. I think it's sick, at least. Because of the joy of having that monitor, and I'm going to take my like keyboard and mouse with me, I'll be able to play it like a normal-ass desktop experience and capture it. And because it's... one thing I was a bit worried about was that the Steam Deck wouldn't be powerful enough to like record and stream and game at the same time, which I think is a valid concern. It's only got an APU, like it's got a mixed graphics card and CPU, basically. It's all one chip. I kind of alleviate that, right? By doing all the recording and the streaming on a completely different machine. So I'm kind of excited to see what I can run on it. We'll certainly try all sorts of things, but I'm kind of hoping it'll be like a good excuse for me to play a bunch of indie games. Like when I used to stream TF2 going on like 6 years ago now, bloody hell. I got donated plenty of indie games that I've never gotten really round to playing. So I think like Fox donated me like One Shot, for example, that sort of thing. This will probably be like a good experience. Like we're going to be away. I'm not going to have my big gaming PC. It's probably going to be a really good opportunity to just like go ham and start playing some of these things that I probably should. Like I'd like to play stuff like Ori and the Blind Forest. It looks sick, like a really cool game. I've just never gotten around to it. God, it's dark. God, it takes so many bones to kill one of these things. So many bones. So many arrows to kill one of these things. Good lord. I don't remember if you can pick up your own arrows or not. I bet you can. Anyway, let's bury ourselves underground for the night. We need to do some caving. So this is a good opportunity. And we can dig ourselves up in about 10 minutes or so. Excuse me, sirs. Plonk, plonk. Plonk. There we go. Alright, let's just bury ourselves underground. We can do this nice and quick with the old classic dig down, but not straight down technique. I coined this technique. I call it digging down 2 blocks at a time. You cannot steal this idea. It is my original idea. No one has done this before. I have cleverly found a way to circumvent Minecraft's never dig down premise through my own smarts. Here we go. Like, if you angle it like this, you go straight down. It's brilliant. But anyway, yeah, I'll look forward to that. Maybe that would be a good opportunity for me to make those like beta mod reviews that I've been talking about, because I think I'm going to have quite a fair amount of free time. Like, I'll be working full time during the day, obviously, but I kind of imagine that like maybe streaming might not work as well as I hope, or we might just not have much to do in some of these places during the week. So maybe it'll be a good opportunity for me to get some of these video ideas done. Oh, I hear something walking nearby. A little bit of water or something. Surely I should drop into a cave at some point, right? It's not just going to send me straight down to bloody bedrock. We're quite high up, I thought. This must be like 30. Yeah, about 30 something. Oh shit, there's a dude like right there. Dude. Me oh my, you freak me out. Oh, you can pick up your own arrows. Gotta take so many to kill one of these things. Anyone else? Just a creeper? Okay. I should probably have a water bucket on me as like a just in case. You wanna blow up? Kill your friends, maybe? Here we go. God, it's kind of scary down here. Like claustrophobic Minecrafting. Spooky times. Here we go, a little bit of gold. We need to get a lot of that, I think, for like booster rails and stuff. Base boosted vine boom. Here we go. Alright. It doesn't seem to be too bad in here. Stuff could drop from above, but I think we'll be fine. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you'll look forward to it too. I've mentioned it before, but we'll be trying to do some vloggy sorts of things. I think I'll just pop them on this channel. I know some people have like a separate vlog channel, but like, it seems like a big hassle, I'm gonna be honest. It's not like exactly like I swamp this channel with loads of content anyway. And I kind of surprised myself. I've done more vloggy stuff here than I kind of thought I had. Like all those like drinking and cooking and getting my hair cut video. That's technically like a vlog, right? So I think it's okay just to pop it here, but I'm looking forward to that. It'll be fun to branch out and try out some things which I've never done. Travel a little bit, see some of the Aussies. I'm looking forward to that. I always like Aussies. They have such a lovely voice, such a cool accent. They always seem so friendly. And it's probably because of the bloody sun, right? Like, you live in the northern hemisphere, right? We're all like vitamin D deficient. You have to take like pills that are 400% vitamin D made from like bloody sheep's wool or whatever. Whereas the Aussies, I think, like, you know, they're about one step away from being cooked alive, and they probably couldn't be happier about it. And I'm jealous, so I think I'm gonna enjoy that. Here we go, just a couple more bits. But it's also like, you know, we're getting ready to like move and leave the house and stuff, and everything's like slowly moving into place. It's always like a little stressful moving, right? Especially for me, I always have like a shit time moving house, right? Like when I moved from my like uni flat to London, I did that by myself. Well, I didn't do it by myself, sorry, but I was living alone, and it was fucking horrible. Like I used any van. I don't remember I must have told this story before, but you know, I probably was like 21 or something. I used the app Anyvan to try and contact some guy to like help me with his van because I couldn't afford the like an actual movers service. And the guy showed up. His van was fucking tiny. And it was so bloody stressful trying to pack as much shit into it as we could. And we ended up having to drive up and down between Oxford and London like I think 3 or 4 times just with this like stranger. It was really awkward. And then at the very end of the day, he like left with the rest of my stuff, and I was sitting there packed in my little car with my hamster, just like frightened, like, oh god, I need to get over to London now. And the bloody car stopped working. I had to like call the AA to get them to come in and like fix my battery before I could go. And I was really stressed because this van had like gone ahead. I thought maybe it couldn't even get into the flat, but apparently the neighbours let him in because they'd seen him already, you know, 3 times, which was very lucky. Hello. Speaking of very lucky, good lord. But that was horrible. The next time we moved from London to the Netherlands, that could have gone better. But, you know, we're moving countries there, so I can kind of understand why that would have perhaps not worked so well. But again, we kind of tried to cheapskate it a little bit. Diamonds. Hello, dude. I see him. He sees me. This torch should block that, right? Or maybe the torch isn't blocking it. Maybe it's just being blocked by nature. Hang on. Can I do this? There we go. Alright, we need to go up a little bit here. This is like a puzzle. When we moved up from London, but I don't remember why, but we were still packing stuff like last minute overnight. It was like fucking like 4 a.m. or something, like a horrible time. I was sitting there still packing stuff, so exhausted and so tired. And we eventually did get it all done, and we had like a couple of hours of sleep before the van arrived. And they parked in like the middle of our street, I think. They had a bit of trouble parking because it was London, obviously. And we had to like rush to get this shit packed in. And for whatever reason, we need to get more. We need to get another pickaxe, that's okay. Oh shit, actually, can I make a diamond? Oh shit, I should have dug these. I could have made a diamond pick. Hang on. Let's be sensible here. Let's just make 3... Let's make this. Let's make a crafting table. Let's make a furnace. In there, we're going to melt some of this iron. We're going to make an iron pick. We're going to get this diamond. That seems like a reasonable use of our time. I'm also going to block this off because I'm frightened. I don't think anything could come through there, but you never know, right? Anyway, the guy had to weigh all of our stuff. This, like, England to the Netherlands van. So we were really not only stressed about like all of our shit, but like we had to get rid of a bunch of stuff as well. Like fortunately, I was able to dump a bunch of stuff on my sisters, which was really kind. Like stuff like cheese toasty machines and like pots and pans. I had to get rid of my cast iron pan. Yeah, we had to like leave a bunch of stuff behind just because we couldn't afford the weight to take it. Hello? What? I didn't know crafting tables could catch fire from lava like that. Dude, that's crazy. Let's put that somewhere else. Here we go. Perfect. Let's put one of these down so stuff doesn't melt quite so much. But yeah, we were worried about like weight and stuff as well, so we did like a heckin' sick Marie Kondo. Like we were looking at everything. Like, does this spark joy? Does this spark joy? Nothing sparked joy. I'll tell you that. The only things it sparked was a strong hatred for moving house. Thanks, Marie. And Marie Kondo, by the way, now she has, like, all her kids. She apparently can't be asked to do cleaning, which I thought was, like, an extreme vibe. Like, imagine having a Netflix series about teaching people how to fold t-shirts in a really efficient way, and then just... you get a little bit older, and you're like, you know what, fuck this. I'm just going to shove stuff in a straw. I can't speak. Shove stuff in a drawer. God, that's hard. Difficult to say. Alright. Anyway. That was horrible. And then, you know... what happened? Yeah, that's right. The next day we had like a few suitcases full of our most precious stuff, i.e. like heavy ass gaming computers and monitors and like just really heavy bloody stuff. And we had to drag that from our house in like East London all the way to King's Cross, St. Pancras to get the Eurostar. It was like it was the worst fucking day of my entire life. It was horrible. It was so heavy, so stressful. We were like running because we were like a little late as well. And just imagine like being like a couple hours of sleep, right? You've been moving a bunch of boxes. Obviously, we had to bring everything down from the flat ourselves, down this little skinny London staircase. Google like London flat interior if you haven't seen one. I think they're all kind of similar. But like a lot of them will have like a really skinny staircase leading up between different flats. Because you never get like a whole house. Jesus fucking Christ. My mic just muted for 8 minutes. I just gave a story about how I just made a story, and the story about how I made a story was cut off as well. I'm so upset. I'm so deflated. You ever like do something and you're like, you know what, that was really good. People will love this. And then you look at your OBS window and you see that the mic thing isn't moving. And then you go and look at the recording and you see that like an 8-minute story you've just given it's just been lost to history. I don't exactly remember what I was saying, but like it was like a good story. I was like describing all the other like moves we did and how like stressful they were. So I think it cut out halfway through me talking about London. So you're at least a few stories behind there. That's fucking upsetting. Oh well, whatever. We move on. And then also I came back, noticed that, recorded a bit with me explaining that, and the mic was muted during that. I have no idea what the issue is. I thought it was OBS. I thought it was Discord. Right now Discord's closed and it happened. Yesterday I had OBS closed and Discord open and it happened. So something on this Windows machine is fucking with my mixer, and I don't know what it is. It's not a USB microphone, it's a XLR mic that's plugged into a Behringer mixer that's plugged via USB. And something, it doesn't mute it, it makes it have a sound floor that is 0. I don't know what it is, because the mic still picks up audio. Like I can see on the mixer when it's muted, in inverted commas. You know, it's still recording, like green lights are going on. So something in Windows is just breaking it, and I have to disable and re-enable the mic, and it's annoying. Oh, God. Oh, well. Life moves on. I'll give you the TLDR of this story. We moved from London to the Netherlands, and it happened. It was stressful, and then we moved from somewhere else in the Netherlands to somewhere else in the Netherlands, and the trains weren't running. And then we're now moving, and I said I'm hoping it's not going to be too stressful now, because Chris is doing emotional labor and I'm doing the cooking, so you know, things are being sorted. It's a bit different now because we're not leaving to move countries immediately. We're moving to go abroad, so we're going to dump a lot of stuff at Chris's mum's house, who's very kindly taking care of it for us. And we have less stuff now. So, you know, when we get back, we'll be moving from her house to somewhere in a similar city, I think. Or at least still in the Netherlands, so that's fine. Oh well, whatever. Let's move on. I knew it was going to happen at some point. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna like run through all my drivers later or something, because it's kind of sad. I have memories of like when I was streaming, when I used to record a lot of TF2 commentaries, right? Sometimes I would. Did I leave all my iron underground? I think I did. Oh well. I have recorded like whole like 30-minute TF2 commentaries in the past where I've just forgotten to hit play, like record. Or back in the day, I used to use Shadowplay and Audacity or Free Sound Recorder. Sometimes I'd record one but not the other, so I'd just have voice or I'd just have video. And just having voice is fine because you can just like, you know, post commentary it, or you can put it over random gameplay. But then just having the video is kind of annoying because then you've just got video of you playing a game without any context, which is less exciting. Let's start cutting some trees. I don't know. I need something to like do with my hands right now, apparently. But this is different. This is just random. Like nothing. It doesn't make a sound. Like it doesn't go like peep and then stop working. There's nothing's accessing it as far as I can tell. It just stops working. It must be a driver issue. I can't imagine what else it would be. Because I never had this issue on my old computer with all the exact same hardware. We'll just have to see. Speaking of actually, let's move on. Let's move on from this. It's upsetting. But the streaming setup, the remote one, I need to work out what my mic situation will be. Because I'm not going to take this mic and mixer with me traveling. It's too much. It's too bulky. We have limited space. You know, we're gone for half a year, but you kind of, apparently, if you didn't know this, because I didn't, when you're gone for that long, you actually you pack for like a week or two away, and then you just cycle everything. So I'm going to be packing like, 7 or 8 t-shirts, and then we'll just be washing stuff frequently, because all our Airbnbs will have washing machines, or there'll be a laundry nearby. Didn't know that. But I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do with a mic, because I've got a few machines with microphones built in, right? Like I've got, the Steam Deck has a kind of mic in it. The laptop has a kind of mic in it. I have a phone, which probably has quite a good mic, but I don't really know how streaming from that would work, so kind of meh on that. And then I've also got my old Blue Snowball, which some of you will remember. If you go back to my older videos from like 2016, that's the mic I used to use. Which is okay. I think it had some issue where it would rarely like pop, and that's why I stopped using it, partly, and also partly because I wanted an upgrade. But it would occasionally like, kind of crackle a little bit, but I think it was kind of rare enough that maybe I can just put it off for a little bit. Edit those parts out and just tell everyone to shut their ears while I'm streaming, I guess. But I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if maybe I want to take the Snowball with me and stream with that. We'll just have to see. We're not going to be able to do much like competitive or like, co-op online games while we're gone, which is kind of sad. I've been planning to do a Terraria Calamity playthrough with everyone, but I think that's difficult enough to schedule while everyone's in Europe. Trying to do that while, you know, I'm in bloody Australia, it's going to be a little difficult. Or only doing it for the few months that I'm in the UK is also kind of weird. We're like, hey, just forget this playthrough for a bit. We'll be back later. So we'll have to wait for something until we get back. Excuse me, sir. God, we found the bloody piggy people. Hello, dude. What a cutie. Alright, let's start heading back. I don't know. I feel like I've had enough adventure for today. What did I say? 4,000 is this way. 4,000, 1,500, so we're about this way. We're not that far, actually. We just have to make sure we don't get shot by something while we're gone. Moving on, I guess. Onto Woho, actually. I don't know... What did I don't remember. We last made the video about 3 weeks ago. What was I talking about? Did I mention much about Woho? I don't remember. But I've done a couple more streams since then, and I picked up entity component systems. I must have spoken about this, right? It's hard to say. I kind of lose my mind quite... I thought that was a creeper for a second. That scared me. Kind of lose my mind a little bit. I like trying to remember what I've spoken about on streams versus what I've spoken about on like videos. It's kind of hard to keep track of, weirdly. Excuse me, sirs. I'm just going to leave you all be. If you want to shoot each other, that's perfectly fine. But not me, please. Thank you. Oh, I remember that lava. There you go, waypoints. We'll use that to find our way back. Here we go. There's the old cool desert mountain. Yeah, I know where we are. I love that feeling, by the way, in Minecraft, where like you don't really know where you are, but then you suddenly come across like a big waypoint and you're like, you know what? Hell yeah, let's go. Now I feel good. Like something ticks in the back of your brain. Probably should get a skeleton to kill one of these creepers for Cat, right? I'd like to listen to Cat. I don't think I own it. Maybe I do. I might have forgotten. I must own Cat. Come on, let's be honest. What was I saying? Oh, about forgetting stuff. That's hilarious. But, yeah. It was cool. We'd started programming these entity component systems, and it's starting to feel some, like, amazing progress. There's something very satisfying with a project where, like, something new just clicks, right? So if you don't know, a common... Well, okay, let me give you, like, the biggest overview, right? There's a programming paradigm called object-oriented programming. Quite common. You sort of treat things as... You treat classes... You have objects called... Okay, damn, I should have thought about this more. You have things called classes, right? And you can make instances of those classes, right? And a big part of object orientation is... Excuse me, polymorphism. So you can have things that inherit from other things. You can make a generic class called animal, and that can have stuff like number of legs and do a walk. And then you can make a new class called dog that inherits from that and then overrides it. So it can be like, you know, dog does have legs, but he has 4. And dog does walk, but he walks slightly differently or something. That's the most basic boiled down version of that, right? That's quite a common programming thing. So, you know, if you're making an Android app, for example, there's a very generic class called view that has like an X and Y position and a height and a width. And that goes all the way down the tree to something like button. So you can have a big list of views and it's stuff like buttons and text boxes and they're all sort of related to each other, like family. So that's that. But that has sort of issues, right? Where things will inherit things that aren't necessary. You know, you might have an animal called Snake, right? Snake doesn't have legs, so it's just pointlessly got this like walking method for no reason. But it needs a bunch of other stuff from animals, so you just sort of pretend it doesn't exist. You know, you're like, oh, Snake does have a heartbeat, for example, probably. Whatever. Which, it's just an issue. It's just a problem with it. And there's various ways around it. And one of the ways is just not to use object orientation at all. Another version is called data oriented, where you treat everything as packets of data, sort of. And you treat things, instead of as like a sort of an entire, well, object with loads of attributes, you treat all these attributes separately. So, you know, you'll have big lists of data. I'm not describing it very well, but just know that it's different. And this works kind of nice for gaming, for game development, because it lets you only have what you need, right? And the entity component thing I was talking about is that to like the super extreme and just for perfect for game programming. Where, okay, so remember I mentioned that you have like objects that inherit stuff, right? Instead, you can make a component for that. So you could make a file, you could make a class in it called can walk, for example. And this is just a file. It can just be called can walk, and it can have some functions in it or some variables or whatever, but it doesn't matter. And you can just apply that component to anything you want. So you could have a dog, and this dog object, you could apply the component for has legs, and can bark, and can woof, and can wag tail. And these are all separate components, very different things. Hello, dude. Dude, this is cool. The bed, like, apparently stuff can still spawn up here. I didn't know that. But the bed's, like, high up, so stuff can't get to me. That's kind of funny. We need to light this place up a bit better. Am I not allowed to? There we go. It's cool. And you treat all those components separately. So has legs doesn't necessarily mean can bark. You know, they're completely separate. They don't rely on each other, and it's fantastic. And it means you can completely decouple stuff and handle things as separately as you like. So, for example, with Woho, the bullet hell game I've been programming, I have a component for needing physics. Not everything needs physics. I have a component for, like, you know, having an X and Y coordinate. It's transform. You know, you keep a variable with the current coordinate list and the one from just one tick ago, so you can sort of interpolate between them. Anyway, not everything needs that. And not everything needs a draw component. Not everything has a sprite that needs to be drawn. If you have, like, a class that, you know, keeps track of score or whatever, that doesn't need to necessarily draw. So it's really cool, and it's really powerful. I'm really enjoying it. You know, collision as well. You know, you can give stuff a collision component or not. And it's a really nice way to deal with that issue that I was talking about, where you'll end up having, like, you know, a snake that can walk. It fixes that. And it's super duper quick. There's a library I'm using called Entity, ENTT, and it works like absolute bloody magic. You know what I just described, right? Maybe you're thinking, okay, that sounds cool, but that must be like hell to actually program, right? Entity is like insane. Like some super genius must have written it, because literally all you do is you just make a class, and that's it. That's your component. You don't have to do anything. You can just make a blank file and write class, Big Willy. Curly brace, and that's it. That works as a component. You don't have to do anything. It's completely like abstract. It's fantastic. You want to like give something a component, you add it to the registry. That's it. It just works. It's superb. You want to access every single thing in the game that has a draw function, for example. You just can. You want to access everything that has a draw and a transform. You just can. Or how about everything that can walk, has physics but no collision? You can, and it just works. It's super quick and it's super cool, and it's filling my brain with so many like thoughts and ideas, right? Like, oh, how can I separate this? Could this be its own thing? And it's really cool, right? So I made I did a tweet that was like, hey, after 3.5 hours I finally drew a thing to the screen, which is very funny. And then like I did like 8 hours on a Saturday once, and I could finally move the character around, which is hilarious. But those things are now components. So if I want to add anything that can draw, I just put the draw component on it, and it just works magically. It's just added to the list of things to draw. It's so cool. It makes it so much quicker. Like one of the issues with older Woho, as I was working on it before, was that let's melt this stuff. I had kind of like, I was doing that manually, sort of. Like I had a list of every enemy, for example. And I would iterate through that big list of every enemy and do a thing to all of them. So there ended up being kind of like a lot of, not necessarily like copy and pasting, but there was a lot of like unnecessary stuff in there. And this just fixes that. It's beautiful. I'm so happy with it. Unlike this bloody microphone situation, am I right? All right. Let's empty some of these things. I don't know why. What was I melting all this stone for? I must have needed it for something. I think I was just building up the castle. Anyway, that's cool. I just wanted to talk about that because I find it really interesting. I think one of the other things I'm going to do while we're on our adventure is we'll go do a lot more programming streams. I mean, if I even can't stream it, I'll be doing it in my spare time. I kind of like watching devlogs these days, actually. I've not really watched many of them before, so I have a huge amount of content to watch. Just watching like people go through their development process. Some of them you're like, why would you do it that way? And then some of them you're like, holy heck, they've done it that way? That's amazing. It's so smart. And it's really interesting just seeing the different... Everyone has their own methodology, right? Everyone does things differently. And it's fun seeing how creative some people can be. And also how uncreative some people can be, like me. Imagine making a bloody bullet hell game in the current year. It's hilarious. It's cool, though. I think I must have bloody mentioned it like 100 years ago. Let's get rid of these trees. I keep talking about it. They're cool, but like they make this area too like monstery. Let's get a stack of dirt as well. Here we go. Sorry, I was saying something and I've already bloody forgotten, haven't I? Get me some dirt. There we go. Filthy bloody dirt. That's cool. What was I even fucking saying? I've completely forgotten. I lose track of myself so quickly. Here we go. I've completely forgotten. Streaming. Maybe. It doesn't matter. Does it matter? Should I stop the recording and listen to what I was talking about? Or is it more interesting? No, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to try and work it out. Alright, I know what I was talking about. I was kind of stupid. I didn't say it. I just said, I bet I've mentioned it, and then I didn't say anything, but I remembered somehow. Thank you, brain. I had a really super like creative stream a few months ago where we spoke about all the things we could do with WoHo. And thinking about it makes me like excited. And I love that. Like we're planning, I don't know how well any of this stuff's going to work, but like I want to like learn a little bit of basic like 3D Blender and make cool like N64-y looking backgrounds and have that behind the character. And I'm kind of thinking like maybe I should just ditch the pixel art idea and just make the whole game look like an N64 game. Like I don't know. That's the joy of how we're doing everything now. Like everything's so modular. I could really easily just replace all the art with 3D models and all the positional systems would still work. Like the bullet hell part, it's a 2D game, so I just have to change the draw function to draw a 3D model instead of a sprite. Like, isn't that cool? Like the physics and all the shooting and the control, everything's exactly the same. God, it's cool. But it's nice just thinking about all the ideas we had. Like, oh, we have all these different gimmicks on levels and different characters, and it was exciting. It's cool to think about. It'd be nice to have the time to do that a little bit over the next year. But anyway, yeah. That's all I wanted to do with that, I think. I've been clearing these trees a little bit now. Oh shit, we have a cave here. How long have you been here? Dude. Is this the underside of our... It is, yeah. This is our... Yeah. This is kind of cool from the inside, actually. It's kind of weird seeing that sprite inverted. I wonder what I could do in here. There must be something. It's weirdly well lit. Even though I know like monsters would definitely live in here. Did I say it should be like a secret like indoors pool? Because another thing I could do is just fill out the lower floor here and just turn it into like a little like party room, which I might just do actually. Let's do it like this. I'll do it like this and I'll chuck it like a torch down so spiders don't spawn. Sorry. I know, yeah. You should fill everything in fully. What you're doing. You know what? I'm not going to. We're going to do it like this. We're going to put some torches down. And we're going to weirdly layer stuff like this. There must be something cool we can do with this space, right? Speaking of doing stuff with space, we're now like learning how much like random stuff we've got and thinking about how nice it must be to have a bit more of like a minimal lifestyle. I kind of do like that vibe, right? Where you like don't have tons of stuff, you just have kind of what you need. It's kind of a nice thought. What are you? Oh, you're like a plank or something. How about you? This is just the underside, isn't it? Hang on. I'm being smart. Check it out. He's so smart. Let's get some more dirt and fill out the floor down here. I kind of want to keep it natural, like a little indoor farm or something. I don't know. We'll think about it. Get rid of this thing. Let me out. Oh, we don't need to do that. I am going to, though. Here we go. Stone and dirt. Let's make like a little natural underground farm or something. That sounds kind of cute. Some like trees down here and stuff. Little glowstone bushes. That'd be cool. What was I bloody saying? I was talking about, oh yeah, like minimal stuff. Like, it's kind of cool, right? Like, I've been watching a lot of Abroad in Japan, like the Chris Broad vlog channel. Very good. Highly recommend. You know, I've said it a few times now, but like, I've never been one to watch vlogs, but now I'm starting to watch them. I've got so much bloody content. Holy heck. But you know, like, a lot of the Japan vloggers have like these tiny little bloody flats, which I think are probably actually a huge pain in the bloody arse to live in, and they're kind of in denial when they say, oh, it's nice to not have much space. You know, they say as they have to roll up their bed every single morning, oh, it's so cathartic. I don't know. I feel like I'd rather have like a medium-sized flat than a tiny house. But it's like something a little romantic, right? About having like just what you need, right? Like Okay, this, I know it's stupid, but like the toilets where like there's a sink on the back of them, kind of like cool, right? Like, what an efficient use of space. Is it hygienic or nice? I don't know, but I do find it kind of cute. Here we go. Maybe I should leave some of the land in here, just some of like the messiness, just to make it a bit more natural, but just less mountainy. Here we go, because it is the inside of a mountain after all. Let's dig out some of the floor. Actually, I think that's okay. We can have a little bit of the link showing at least. Just something like this. Here we go. Just randomly placing stuff, I'm going to be honest. I don't have a big plan here. I'll get another shovel, don't worry. We had some iron up there, didn't we? Here we go. Just something a little... I don't know how I feel about that, actually. I think it's fine. Maybe I'll make this into a little lake or something. I want to plant some trees down here. I don't know how small trees can get. Maybe you can make a 4-block high tree. Let's find out. We're trying anything. We're giving everything a go. There we go. How do I feel about having like a little water thing go down there? I'm not sure. Maybe it should just be a trapdoor. Give me my... Where's my bone meal? I must have loads of it. Hang on, there's a hole in the side of my house. Excuse me. Thank you. It's like my actual house. Here we go. No, they fixed that, and the house somehow is still cold, even though there's like polyfiller in the wall next to, in the hole in the wall I kept bloody talking about. Then this, it's just not fixed. Whatever. We're moving out soon. If I just like shove some of this in here, does this maybe down like a level? This might work. Yeah, I mean that works. Here we go. Let me out. I don't want to break too many of the leaves, but this kind of works. Does that look kind of weird? I mean, once the leaves grow, I think it'll look fine. How about this funny little technique I call putting the tree a few blocks down? There we go. You wouldn't know it was a tiny tree. Ah, fuck, there's leaves not stuck to it. Whatever. Maybe it looks fine. I'll just do like a little... like that. Yeah, that's fine. Dude, look at that. Tiny tree. It's that easy. People always talking about tiny houses. Get ready to tiny tree your life. This one will grow. Oh, is it trying to grow like next to it, maybe? Oh, fuck. Sorry. Hang on. Sorry, sir. Get out of here. Maybe it needs like another block. Maybe it wants to be like here, actually. There we go. Let's try this. You go there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel like a tree can grow there. The other ones I definitely put like another block down, but whatever. This is fine. I just wanted to experiment. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how good this is, but it's here now. Let's just get rid of this. I want to make like a little pretend like river, maybe. Like I don't know if it's gonna wash out the sapling. It probably will. But let's just chuck like a little something like I don't know. I got rid of my shovel, didn't I? That was stupid. You know what? Heck this. I'm gonna shove it here. That looks natural enough. There you go. Ah, now it just looks like I flooded my room. This is less exciting. I thought that was going to look much cooler than it actually did. I kind of thought I'd make like a little river going down here. They're kind of cool. It's not kind of cool. It's kind of meh. Kind of mid. Here we go. Look at that, a flooded tree. Looks kind of like ass. Damn. Can't design anything today. Whatever, you know what? Take me back up. This is where I want to live. Up here. In safety. Alright. This is fine. This is all fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's gone wrong. Go to sleep. There we go. Alright. Well, good night. Alright, I need to fix this art pack. I think it's just the animated water. I could probably get them from somewhere else. But look. Oh, it's the tiny small... If you're wondering, actually, this is how I thought it was going to look. Which is why I put off from doing it for a while. It's very abstract. Kind of cute. But I made art big. There you go. Native resolution DJ forehead. It's fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to end the video for today. That's... What a roller coaster, am I right? Bloody hell. Anyway, thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all next time. Come join the Discord server. There's a link below. I'll see you there. Bye bye.